In the news, federal government roll out pre-launch activities for May 29 CNG vehicles to distribute to states. The Nigerian Army has assured Nigerians of its commitment to ensuring the security of life and livelihood of the citizens at all times. NLC TUC abandoned talks as FGOPS proposed 48,000 naira, 54,000 naira minimum wage. 5 Israeli soldiers killed in Gaza war by tank fire in Jabalia. And in sports, Celtic wins Scottish Premiership. Juve wins first trophy in 3 years. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluent State of Nigeria. I am Abiodun Sadiq. Thanks for joining us. The federal government have announced a series of activities leading to the anticipated nationwide deployment of its presidential compressed natural gas buses and tricycle to replace the petrol-powered ones on May 29. The Federal Executive Council, chaired by President Bola Tinubu on Monday, May 13th, mandated all government ministries, departments and agencies to procure only vehicles and generators powered by the CNG initiative. In a statement released on Wednesday, the program director of the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, Michael Oluwagbemi, said the federal government will embark on an extensive pre-launch itinerary aimed at engaging stakeholders and showcasing critical gas supply projects to fostering sustainable energy solutions and reducing carbon emissions. It said the PCNGI is embarking on the extensive pre-launch itinerary aimed at engaging stakeholders, showcasing critical gas supply projects and facilitating the conversion and refueling infrastructure across the nation. Continuing, Oluwagbemi disclosed that the 15-day itinerary will see them engaging Southwest stakeholders in Lagos on Wednesday, while the proposed presidential virtual commissioning of the critical gas supply project will run from May 15th to 22 at the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited outlets. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has commended Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo of KOGI State over his handling of recent security situation in the state and the welfare of the people of the state. The president gave the commendation when he received the KOGI State Governor, who was at the State House to brief the president on the state of affairs in KOGI State. President Tinubu assured the governor of his support as a father who will continue to work with him to ensure that he succeeds in governing the state. Earlier, Governor Ododo briefed President Tinubu over recent developments in the state as they relate to security and general state of affairs of KOGI State. While expressing appreciation to the president on the support by the federal government in addressing security challenges in the state, Governor Ododo sought the intervention of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces for the establishment of a forward operation base by the Nigerian military in Omala local government area and other potential flashpoints in the state in view of the recent security concerns in parts of the state. The governor also used the opportunity to highlighting activities of his administration in the agricultural sector, including the census of farmers across the 21 local government areas in the state. Recovery and refurbishment of over 200 tractors now being deployed at the commencement of the new farming season to clusters of farmers focusing on different crop production, as well as preparation of over 7,000 hectares of farmland now ready for cultivation as part of efforts to ensure food security in the state. The Nigerian Senate has asked President Bola Tinubu to kickstart advocacy for full autonomy of local governments in the country to curb insecurity, rural-urban migration, decaying infrastructure, and widespread unemployment. This was part of resolutions reached during a debate on a motion to resuscitate the local government system in Nigeria, sponsored by Senator Kawu Suleiman. Our reporter Jennifer Odimayo tells us more.
Local government autonomy is the freedom of the local government to exercise authority within the confines of the law or constitution. This is to enable them to discharge legally or constitutionally assigned responsibilities satisfactorily but without undue interference or restraint from within or higher authority. The resolution was a sequel to a motion sponsored by Kwawu Sumaila NNPP Kano South during the plenary. Sumaila, while presenting the motion, lamented the neglect of the local government system in many parts of the country.
Without genuine control and decision-making power, local government may be unable to tailor security measures to specific community needs and to build trust with residents, hindering cooperation and effectiveness. Disturb that without the power to initiate and manage local economic development initiatives like attracting business, investing in skill training, and promoting local entrepreneurship, local government may be less equipped and address unemployment. Also disturbs that, reliant on higher level allocation, local government may lack sufficient resources for essential infrastructure maintenance and development, leading to the deterioration of roads, water system, and vital services in the communities.
Other lawmakers who have described the local government as the most abused system have equally called for an amendment to the 1999 Constitution to catalyze such independence.
Those days when the local government functioned, whether it was native authority or whatever, we had better security arrangements and were safer and better and more secured than now. And until the local government system functions, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, will be on a wild goose chase. Our security will continue to be deleterious. And therefore, here is the challenge. The political elites in Nigeria, regardless of what level you play your politics, our challenge is, let's be patriotic enough.
The real problem is simple. Who controls the governors? Under the law, they have immunity, so you can no longer sue them for utilizing the funds wrongly. Also, governors right now control the state houses of assembly, so they will never let the state houses of assembly make laws that will remove them from directly supervising how those funds will go. Therefore, in amending the Constitution, we should go back to Section 7, where this local government controlled by governors is, which is on the joint state and local government account, which means that if we control that and put strictures separating the state from having access to those ones, then we solve the problem. I think that that is the way to go.
In supporting this motion, I'm going to say that the only way we can solve what is happening in our country today is to return local government money 100% to the local government council and improve the capacity of the people running local government. The capacity must be as equivalent of anything. Like, you cannot just carry anybody say, run this local government. The local governments are getting 300, 400, 500 million naira as a monthly allocation. So, Mr. President, help us to implement what my colleague Kawo had already said in this, because we need the local government council authorities.
The healthcare delivery system in the country is not working, particularly at the local government level. The educational system, as we all know, particularly primary education, which is supposed to be the responsibility of the local government, They are no longer capable of carrying out these responsibilities because the resources that are coming are being cornered by the government, by the governors. They only give them money to pay salaries, and that's all. So there is no other time, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, to amend the Constitution and to make it possible for local government to operate autonomously.
It will not be easy. We started the autonomy for judiciary and the legislature. It was not easy. But today, they have autonomy. So this one too is possible. And I support the motion that local governments should be granted their autonomy.
The Deputy Senate President, Boro Jebre, emphasizes that any comprehensive review of the 1999 Constitution must include genuine devolution of powers to local government.
There are chains of action to be taken. It's not only for us to vote for the autonomy of local governments. We must vote for a body different from a body that be controlled by state government to conduct local government elections. Otherwise, forget it. We must return local government elections to INEC. Or if you are not returning to INEC, create a body which is independent of state governors in the first place. If you do not that, if you don't follow this chain of actions, and you say you want to have autonomy, even with this proposal we're having, we'll go and do it. But who are those to man or to control those funds? Chairman. Appointed by who? By governors. So in Hausa, you say, but the church doesn't even. It doesn't change anything. So we have to, concentrate on two things. Mode of election, those who are going to conduct the elections, to have the people that are going to man the local government areas have an independent, truly independent body to conduct the election. Then we go for amending the Constitution to allow for the autonomy.
The upper chamber also asked the president to convene a national dialogue involving governors, state legislators, local government officials, civil society organizations, and community leaders to discuss the roadmap towards achieving full local government autonomy. Jennifer Odimayo reporting for MLC TV.
The Nigerian Army has assured Nigerians of its commitment to ensuring the security of life and livelihood of the citizens at all times. The General Officer Commanding GOC 2 Division of Nigerian Army, Major General Obinna Onugbogun, made the promise when he paid a courtesy visit to the Oyinoyi of Ibira in Okene, the Central Senatorial District of KOGI State. In his address, the Oyinoyi of Ibira, His Royal Majesty Ahmed Tijani Muhammad Anaje, said the importance of cordial relationship between security personnel and traditional rulers in every society cannot be overemphasized, assuring of his commitment to synergizing with the Nigerian Army and other security agencies toward ensuring a peaceful environment. Our reporter, Joshua Adinoye, has the details.
Major General Obinna Onugbogun, who assumed office as the 46th General Officer Commanding GOC 2 Division of the Nigerian Army, visited the Oyinoyi of Ibira as part of efforts to strengthen the already existing security architecture and to ascertain the level of security situations in the state to improve on its surveillance. The GOC and his entourage were welcomed royally with traditional dance, displaying of popular delicacy called apapa, which is made from beans and majorly eaten by the Ibiras. Major General Obinna, assured of the commitment of the men of the Nigerian Army to sustaining the existing peace in Ibira land, stressing that it will also be improved upon for a safer society.
And as the General Officer commanding 2 Division Nigerian Army, I came around to Kogi State to visit the troops and see some disposition of my troops around Kogi State. Now we have troops and bases within the area which you know as Ibira Kingdom. So it was important and very necessary for us to come and pay a courtesy call to the Kohinoyi of Ibira land. First, to inform him that we are in his territory, as well as seek his guidance and support towards the activity that we're going to do within Ibira land. So by and large, as I've also heard from His Royal Majesty, there is a very high level of peace within Ibira land. I'm sure that going forward, that can only get better.
The Ohinoi of Ibira, His Royal Majesty Ahmed Tijani Mohammed Anaje, appreciated the GOC for the visit, emphasizing the readiness of traditional rulers in Ibira to cooperate with security agencies for a safer society.
Your visit today is a simple honor of the entire Ibira people. We are immensely grateful for your leadership and the firm commitment of the Nigerian Army in safeguarding the peace and security in our several states and indeed the entire nation. The sacrifice made by our gallant soldiers to defend our territorial integrity and ensure the safety of our citizens will not be unrewarded. I understand the importance of solidarity between the military personnel and traditional institutions. I'm committed to fostering a strong working synergy between the Ibira Kingdom and Nigeria Army. In this regard, I have approved the allocation of an office accommodation within the palace for the foreign of retired military men.
The Ohinoi also called on the people to always provide security agencies with relevant information that will help them perform their duties more effectively, adding that the contributions of the people will go a long way towards sustaining the existing security enjoyed in the confluent state. From the palace of the Ohinoi of Ibira in Kogi Central Senatorial District of Kogi State, I am Joshua Adinoy reporting for MLC TV.
Members of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and Trade Union Congress of Nigeria (TUC) said they have decided to walk out of ongoing negotiations after the federal government and organized private sector (OPS) offered a national minimum wage proposal of 48,000 naira and 54,000 naira respectively. They said the figures insult the sensibilities of Nigerian workers and significantly fall short of meeting their needs and aspirations. They added that the partly amount further demonstrated the unwillingness of employers and government to faithfully negotiate a fair national minimum wage for workers. The decision was taken when the 37-man tripartite committee negotiating a new wage resumed meeting for the fourth time, and the federal government, Labour, and the OPS presented their positions. Labour had proposed a 615,000 naira minimum wage, which it described as realistic, considering the high cost of living and current socio-economic realities. In a joint statement by the NLC President Joe Ajero and Deputy President of TUC, Tommy Okon, the Labour group said walking out of the negotiation was the best decision, pending when government would show serious commitment to a fair and sustainable resolution of the impasse. The Labour leaders said they could not, in good conscience, accept a wage proposal that could result in a reduction in income for federal-level workers who were already receiving 30,000 naira as mandated by the law, augmented by former President Muhammadu Buhari 40% peculiar allowance and the 35,000 wage award totaling 77,000 naira only. And on politics, a former member of the National Assembly, Magnus Abe, attacked former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amaechi, alleging that it destroyed the All Progressive Congress in the state. Abe alleged that Amaechi destroyed the Rivers APC between 2015 and 2019 just to frustrate him. Abe, who contested for Rivers governorship on the platform of the Social Democratic Party in 2023, said he returned to the APC of his support for the presidential ambition of President Bola Tinubu. He added that he is now working with the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, in order to achieve Tinubu's re-election in 2027. He also added that he had reconciled with the chairman of the Rivers State APC Caretaker Committee, Chief Tony Okocha, saying they were working together to realize the same purpose. Abe stated that Amaechi drove to his house and told him that he knew he could win an election, but that he should not dare to contest because he did not even have the money to pay delegates. We'll go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
My name is Suleiman Rahama. I came here to acquire a skill at Background Communication, which is cinematography and ENG editing. I would like to urge you guys at home to come here to learn skill because it's not just something that you just learn and sit down at home. It's something that's going to benefit you in the future. So this little time of mine, I hope I'm able to encourage you to come and learn this skill. Thank you for your time.
My name is Ashraf. I'm here at Babon to acquire the skill of cinematography and editing. It has been a great experience, and I believe in the future this is going to help me greatly. And I'm inviting you guys to come and acquire skill, for this is going to be beneficial to every one of us. Thank you.
Let me introduce you to the CEO of Background Communication. Hello, I am Avoy Unwogu. I hope you people are coping. These are students of Background Communication and they've been learning on the ENG editing and cinematography. And I'm sure you people are coping very well. I hope your facilitator is teaching you people. Yes, my you guys very well. What am I expecting after the training? Don't worry, I'm expecting a good result. Wow, good editors and cinematographer. Your name? Narejima. What are you studying?
Cinematography and ENG editing.
Oh, beautiful.
Suleiman Mohammed. I'm studying cinematography and ENG editing.
Wow, and you? My name is Suleiman Rahama. I'm studying cinematography and ENG editing. Wow.
We are enjoying what we are getting from here. God bless you.
So, my people, this training is not going to stop here. It's going to be every quarter. So watch out for the next quarter in the month of June, right? So please, and bring your children. If your children just finished secondary school, bring them, let them have something to hold on to before they even go to university. Even after the university, they can use this one to make money, good money for themselves. See ya. Thank you for your time.
Background Communication Limited is an organized 2-week training that helps students to learn and acquire cinematography and ENG video editing.
Now on the foreign scene, Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico is no longer in a life-threatening condition after being shot several times, the Deputy Prime Minister has said. Mr. Robert told the BBC Fico's surgery had gone well and guessed that at the end he will survive. Earlier, Fico, 59, was said to have been fighting for his life after being gravely injured in the attack in the small town of Andlova. A suspect was detained at the scene of the shooting. Interior Minister Matos Sutaj Stoker described it as a politically motivated assassination attempt. Fico is a divisive figure at home and controversial in the EU for his calls to end military aid to Ukraine and sanctions on Russia. 5 Israeli soldiers have been killed in Gaza, the military says, in one of the deadliest incidents of its kind since the war began in October. Israeli media says the troops were killed when they were mistakenly hit by Israeli tank fire on Wednesday. This happened in Jabalia, in northern Gaza, where Israeli forces are battling Hamas fighters. Went back into the town this week after previously pulling out, saying Hamas had regrouped there. And on sports. And now on entertainment. National Under-17 men's team Golden Eaglets will begin their WAFU B Under-17 title defense in Ghana on Thursday against old foes Burkina Faso, the team that prevented them from reaching the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in Indonesia in 2023. Led by coach Nduka Gbade at the last WAFU B tournament in 2022, the Eaglets beat Burkina Faso 2-1 to win the title, but the Burkinabe prevailed when it mortared most at the 2023 Under-17 Nation Cups in Algeria, beating Nigeria 2-1 in the quarter-finals to deny the 5-time world champions a World Cup ticket. Although it is a new crop of players on both sides, the little bit of history between them will put revenge in the minds of the players as they begin another journey to the 2025 Nations Cup as well as the expanded 2025 World Cup in Qatar. According to the media officer of the team, Francis Achi, one of the players in the last squad, Simon Klectors, has been handed the task of captaining the team. The Eaglets game against Burkina Faso will take place at the Ghana University Stadium, Accra, by 4 p.m. Nigerian time, before they take on Niger Republic on Sunday by 7 p.m. Nigerian time and Togo on Wednesday by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Celtic will have to wait until Saturday to be presented with the Scottish Premiership trophy, following their final match at home to St Mirren, but that didn't stop them. Juventus will be back in Europe next season after beating Atalanta 1-0 on Wednesday to lift a record extending 15 Coppa Italia. It's Juve's first major trophy in 3 years, while Atalanta wait to win a first trophy since the 1963 Coppa Italia goals earned. But they have another chance to end that drought next week by the Europa League final against Bayern Leverkusen in Dublin. Man United beat Newcastle 3-2 and Chelsea beat Brighton 1-2 in Premier League. Chelsea win on Wednesday sent them up to 6th place in the Premier League table, and they currently sit in a qualification spot for next season Europa League. However, the Red Devils will qualify for the Europa League if they beat Manchester City in the FA Cup final at Wembley on 25th May. Chelsea overcome Tottenham to move top of the Women's Super League on goal difference going into the final day of the season. The title race will be decided on Saturday when Amaechi said visit Manchester United and second place Manchester City are away to Aston Villa. And that is the size of a news package. If you like what we're doing, do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV, MLC TV 2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Ibira Vabe, MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021. X handle Malachite TV, and TikTok Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comment, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any numbers displayed on our screen. Join Malachi TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena. Sunday 6 p.m. Women's Ward. Sunday 7 p.m. Kakanchegbera. And Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. Monday 9 p.m. Senior Citizen Alcove with Avoy. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keepers to build a happier and better society together. I am Abiodun Sadiq. See you tomorrow.